Let us discuss the interconnection of an LTI system. Basically, there are two ways of interconnecting an LTI system. One, when the system are connected in parallel, and other is when the system are connected in cascade. Let us consider a block diagram where x of n is an input and h1 of n and h2 of n is the two impulse response which are connected in parallel. The overall response of the system will be the summation of these two. So let y1 of n will be the convolution of x of n with h1 of n, and y2 of n will be the convolution of x of n with h2 of n. So the overall response y of n will be the summation of y of n with respect to y2 of n. So the overall response what we get is y of n is y of n plus or minus y2 of n. If it is a plus for a summation, it will be a plus, and if it is minus for a summation, it will be a minus. Now let us consider when the two systems are connected in cascade. When two systems are connected in cascade, the overall response will be the summation. Now let us consider y1 of n will be the summation of x of n with h1 of n, and later y of n, the overall response will be the summation of y of n with respect to h2 of n. So let us discuss few problems related to this. So let us consider a block diagram where x of t is an input, h1 of t, h2 of t are connected in series and impulse response, and h2 of t and h3 of t are the impulse response which are connected in parallel. Since these two are connected in series, so it will be the convolution operation. Since these two are connected in parallel, it will be a summation operation. Since the summation is of plus, it will be an addition. So the overall response will be the h1 of t in convolution of h2 of t, since it is a cascade, and since the summation is minus, so this overall response of parallel connection h2 of t and h3 of t are in parallel, so it will be a summation with a plus operator. Later these two will become a parallel, so that the summation is a minus, it will be a minus operator. At last, the entire block diagram, 50% of the block diagram will become in cascade with the response h5 of t, so that it will be a convolution operation. So the overall response will be h of t is h1 of t in convolution with h2 of t minus h2 of t in h2 of t plus h3 of t. So the overall response will be convoluted with h5 of t. These are the further block diagrams related to the impulse response of a interconnecting a system.